Hey guys. So Nina here. I'm gonna make this really quick, okay? Because your girl, today's been a Monday, okay? A lot of work to do. I'm just now taking a break. I need to go run some errands, but of course, God's work comes first. So I'm gonna what, Nina? Sorry guys. Let's try to get this out again. I'm going to release, there we go, just came out like blah, 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 but if you've been rocking with me for a while, you already know, Lil Moses Jr. at your service, okay? So, I have a lot to do. I am on a quick break. I'm just gonna go run some errands, but wanted to release this word first. What the Lord is saying in this word is that you've graduated high school, okay? Many of you, even though the technical season, I cracked myself up. Okay, sorry, let's try this again. Even though technically, there we go. Even though technically we're in winter, that's the season, okay? Who this is for, Sister in Christ Leslie is texting me and it is like messing with my focus. Sister Leslie, stop, okay? Technically, it's winter. That's the season that we're in. Merry Christmas, snow, whatever. God's time is not our timing, okay? His seasons are not our seasons. So for many of you, welcome to your summer vacation. The season for you, okay, is summer. Even though physically it's winter, we're in the winter season, you are in summer, okay? Congratulations, you graduated high school. You are now on summer vacation, which means you've entered into God's rest. Get ready for transition across country into places that you've never what, Nina? Get ready. Y'all, this is the Monday. Whew, okay. Get ready to transition into territories into countries, into places that you've never experienced before. Okay, get ready to transition. God is saying you've graduated high school, okay? You've graduated high school, you've passed the test that he's given you, you've passed the courses, you've done the work, you are now on summer vacation, you have entered into God's rest, and you are getting ready to cross over into foreign land, foreign territories, okay? But those foreigners are going to work for you, okay? Catch this word spiritually, y'all. So this was a bit of a long dream, but I'm going to give you guys the short version. But those of you that have ears to hear, you'll hear. Please do not ask me in the comments if this is for you and all of that nonsense that y'all be putting down there. Okay? Take your questions to God. I am not God. I can't even hold a torch to God. I'm made in his image. I work for him, but I am not him. So any questions you have, my brothers and sisters, take it to your Father, because he is a jealous God. And do not put a prophetic voice, not me. I don't care if the prophetic voice has 200,000 followers. It does not matter. That person is a faulty human. I am a faulty human. Take your questions to God, because he knows more about you than anybody else. I am just here to release the word, okay? So catch this spiritually. For those of you that this is for, you already have an intimate relationship with God, so you are aware of this, okay? What may look like winter on the outside and the natural to other people, you know that God's timing is not our timing. His seasons are not our seasons. Like, he sits higher than us, so he does not look at time the way we look at time, which is why you have a lot of people like, God, you've told me this years ago. I thought it was going to happen. His timing is not your timing. Don't get no attitude with my Father. Just sit your little happy self down and let him do his thing, okay? So let me grab my notes from under this desk that's positioned on my sofa. I have like a sofa desk that I use. So I've been working from my couch all day. It's felt really good. Okay. Where are we going to start, Lord? Okay. So I had this dream in the wee hours of, I had this dream. Use your words, Nina. Use your words. Come on, Moses Jr. I had this dream in the wee hours of the morning. I believe that was Thursday morning, the night or the day after I gave the live to you guys last week, okay? So I was driving in a vehicle. This was what was the name of the car that I was in? Hold on, guys. I wrote it down. I was driving in a 1978 Volkswagen LT. It looked similar to the Scooby-Doo van. If you guys have ever watched the Scooby-Doo cartoon and like the ugly flat-faced Volkswagen, that's what it looked like. So it was a 1978 Volkswagen LT, and I'm telling you guys for a purpose because God is strategic. So just follow me. I was in a car. There was a guy in the front. I was on the second row. There were other people in the back with me, but there was a guy, and I knew that he looked as if he was maybe Indian, could have been Mexican, could have been Asian. I just knew he was a foreigner, like he was not from America, right? I just knew he was a foreigner. But everybody in this van or this vehicle with me, we were friends. And I knew that we had just graduated high school and that we were on summer vacation or summer break. And we were headed on a road trip across country. Okay, so the foreign guy is driving. Again, he looked Asian, could have been Indian, Mexican, I don't know. Just knew he wasn't from the United States. Okay, it was myself in the back and a few other people. So we go to this gas station or this convenience store. It wasn't a gas station, a convenience store. And I remember this girl getting out to go get some stuff for our cross-country road trip. I stayed in the van. Okay, I had on my seatbelt. The guy in the front driving had on his seatbelt, and I noticed other people had on their seatbelt. And I remember saying to myself in the dream, like in my head, like, wow, like we're all being super safe and our parents are trusting us to take this road trip. I'm like, we're all like strapped up, seatbelts on. I'm like, we're safe, we're good. I'm like, and our parents trust us to do this. And I just felt good about the trip, right? So the girl comes out of the store. She has her stuff for the road trip, the stuff that she got us for the road trip. She gets on the van and we proceed to drive and start our road trip cross country, right? So as we're driving, there's like a lot of cars on the street. We're not jam-packed in traffic, but there's a lot of cars. So there is like traffic on the road. We're just not at a standstill. We're moving. But there were a lot of cars on this road. And this big white semi jumps out of the line and he kind of like goes to the left side and he like almost blocks the left side in a sense, but they weren't blocked. He kind of, I don't want to say, it's kind of like he just blocked the street to the left, right? And when he did that, all of us in the van, we looked at the truck and we were all like, wow, like he's really bold. Like he does not even care. We're like, he's bold. That's the word I use. I'm like, this man is really bold. And I knew there was a man in there with his wife. And they just like parked on the left side. So we're still driving. We just kept going, but everyone else was looking like, what is he doing? But we knew they couldn't do anything about the move that he had just made. Like he was bold. Like these people knew like, yeah, this truck shouldn't be here, but they couldn't do anything. And we knew that in the dream, guys. So that was the end of the dream. So let's break this dream down, okay? Again, the Lord is saying for whoever this is for, you've graduated high school, you are now on summer break, okay? Summer vacation. Regardless of what season it is in the natural, winter for people, you are on summer vacation, okay? His time is not our time. His ways, they're not our ways. Like he sits higher than us, okay? So the graduating from high school is a place of teaching. It's the highest element in the school system. It's when you're completely done with school. You go from kindergarten or pre-K all the way to the 12th grade. 12, God's divine order, okay? There were 12 disciples. There's 12 months in the year. We can keep going, but we're not. God's perfect order, okay? His perfect, complete order, okay? So high school, place of teaching. The Lord is saying you've completed the required courses that he's set before you, that he's taken you through. You have graduated, okay? So he's elevating you, okay? You have graduated. Congratulations. Us being on summer break, the summer represents a season of being in God's rest, okay? It's God's provided place of rest and relaxation, okay? It's pleasure under the sun, the light. He is the light. Y'all better catch that, okay? It's being in God's presence, his place of rest, his place of just having fun, enjoying yourself. When we're in school, we used to look forward. Well, when we were in school, we would look forward to summer break because there was no more homework. We didn't have to study. We can just have fun, go to summer camp, do fun things. God is saying, you graduated, okay? You've done well. You didn't get straight A's, but you were faithful and you got passing grades, okay? You passed the test with an S on the end because there wasn't just one test. You've been tested many times. You've passed. You've graduated. You've learned what he wanted you to learn, okay? You don't have to repeat the course. You've graduated, so you have entered his place of rest, his place of provision. You have entered God's vacation for your life, okay? So we're in this car, this van, and I told you guys that it was a 1978 Volkswagen LT. Okay, guys, the Volkswagen in German, the name Volkswagen comes from the name the people's car. Okay, the people's car. And I don't know if many of you guys know this, but Volkswagen was actually created by Adolf Hitler, okay? And you guys know Adolf Hitler actually killed over 6 million Jews during World War II, okay? But the Volkswagen was created by Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler actually partnered with a man named Ferdinand Porsche, who is also, Ferdinand Porsche is the founder of Porsche, the car, and Adolf Hitler partnered with him to make this car, the Volkswagen, that he wanted to just put the German stamp on, like it was their car. It was nobody else's car. So it was kind of like he wanted to like make a statement for his people, okay? So that's originally why Volkswagen, or how Volkswagen was created, okay? And again, he's responsible for the genocide of the Jews, over 6 million Jews. God's people are the Jews. Y'all better listen to this spiritually, okay? And this car he created, the people's car, was only supposed to be made for his people. It was just him stamping like their stamp on their car, okay? And we all know that a car, yes, it could represent a ministry, but it also represents in a prophetic dream territory, okay? The Lord is saying by this part, what your enemies, or what God's enemies, because when people deny us, they deny God. What God's enemies try to keep you from, okay? What they try to block you from getting, the people's car, okay? As in the ministry, the places that they try to stamp their worldly stamp on, okay? If you partner with the world and you're partnering with Satan, God says that you're an enemy to him, okay? So what these people try to keep away from you, what Satan tried to keep away from you, only to be for the people, as in the worldly people, okay? God is saying you're about to hit nations. You are going on a cross-country road trip to explore places that you've never been to before, okay? You are about to be the mothers and the fathers of many nations, okay? You have that Abraham inheritance stamped upon your life, okay? We were riding in the people's car, originally designed for the Germans, like Adolf Hitler's people, not just... Lord, help me get more words out. As their stamp, like he wanted to make it something that was only theirs, okay? But we were driving in this Volkswagen 1978 LT in the dream, okay? And it wasn't just me. There were several people in this van, this vehicle, okay? So this word is not just for me. This is for so many of you. We are taking over territory that the enemy and his little minions try to keep us from, okay? But we all know there is no fight when God is involved. He's already won the fight. He's already won the battle, okay? And what Satan and his minions tried to keep you from getting into, okay, we are taking over. God's people are taking over, okay? We were all packed up in this LT Volkswagen, this 1978 Volkswagen, okay? Again, Adolf Hitler killed the Jews, Jesus people, okay? Who is the person that comes to kill, steal, and destroy? That's Satan. How does Satan work? Through people, okay? So whatever Satan tried to do, whatever God's enemies tried to do, the people that denied me and you, they didn't deny us. They denied the Lord, okay? So the Lord is getting ready to give you territory and nations that you did not even work for, okay? The foreigners are going to work for you to get you to exactly where you're supposed to be, okay? And follow me on this, guys. Follow me. If you look at A few examples. Now, a foreigner doesn't necessarily look at this spiritually. A foreigner doesn't mean this is a person from a foreign country. Prophetically, a foreigner is someone that you are not familiar with, okay? Look at Ruth and Naomi. Ruth chose to go with Naomi to a foreign place. Naomi was familiar with this place. Ruth was not. Ruth called herself a foreigner when Boaz wanted to bless her. She's like, why do you want to bless me? I'm just a foreigner. So a foreigner prophetically in a prophetic dream is someone that doesn't belong, someone that you don't know. Okay, in this dream, there was a foreigner driving this Volkswagen LT, driving us across country. Okay, God is using people that you don't even know, people that you haven't been introduced to get you to where you need to go. Naomi was able to get Ruth to where she needed to go. Okay, Ruth wasn't a believer in the Lord Jesus Christ. When she decided to come with Naomi, she said, your God will be my God. Her blessed door opened. The Lord opened the blessed door for Ruth, but she had to go to a foreign place. And Naomi is the one that led her to be partnered up with Boaz. Naomi is the one who gave her the guidelines and the rules on what to do to go to Boaz, and this is what I need you to do. And her deciding to go to a foreign place, a place she's never been to before, opened a door to wealth for her. She went from being poor old Ruth, who had just lost her husband, didn't have money, to being wealthy, to being a mom, okay, to being a wife, to owning land, okay? Her riches were found in a foreign place, an unfamiliar place, and God is saying he's getting ready to take many of his children on a cross-country road trip to nations, okay? You are going to take over nations, and foreigners are going to work for you. And look at these people as people you don't know, taking you to territory, to land that you're not familiar with, but you will own the land, okay? You can also look at this with the story of Esther, okay? Look at this in the story of Esther. Haggai showed Esther favor. He was the one that was entrusted to take care of all of the women, give them the beauty treatments, and have all of this stuff done so that King Xerxes can choose a queen or whatever. But scripture says he favored Esther. Esther didn't know Haggai. Esther had no idea she was a Jew. They didn't even know she was a Jew. Okay? She wasn't even supposed to be in this competition. She did not know Haggai, but yet Haggai favored her. Okay? He showed her favor. Put her in a whole different division of the king's quarters with her ladies. Okay? He favored her. She didn't know him. He was unfamiliar to her. Okay? They were pretty much strangers, but he favored her because the light of God shined upon her life. Okay? He favored her. And because of him favoring her, she got special attention, special privileges that the other women didn't get. And that led her to become Queen Esther. Okay? She ended up saving the Jews. Okay? Adolf Hitler murdered the Jews. Okay? So where God is taking you is to save souls. It is to save souls. But she had to go to an unfamiliar place to get to what God had for her. God is sending you across country to unfamiliar places, okay? He's going to partner you with people that you don't know to help you get to what he has for you. Okay? You can look at this also in the story of Abraham's servant who went to find Isaac a wife, okay? Rebecca did not know Abraham's servant, but she chose to go with him, and you guys can read the story. Her parents tried to keep her there for an additional week or so, and Abraham's servant is like, no, I need to take her right now. Rebecca did not know Abraham's servant, but she had to make a choice to go with a stranger, but that choice got her into marriage. She became a wife. Okay? And Isaac was wealthy. His father was Abraham. Okay? She became a wife. She went into wealth. But she had to go with someone that was foreign to her, a stranger, guys. And I can go on and on and on, but I think y'all get the picture. Okay? So here I am in this van with a foreigner driving us across country. Okay? God is using people you don't know to take you into places you're not familiar with, but your riches are there. Your promised land is there. Okay, it's about saving souls. What the enemy tried to keep away from you, the people he used to try to knock you off course. Oh, we riding in their Volkswagen, okay? We're riding in what was supposed to be the people's car, okay? No, the car is God's car. Okay, all the cars belong to God. All the ministries, all the places, they belong to God. Okay, we win every time, and I hope y'all are catching this. So we stop at the store in the Volkswagen. Okay, this girl gets out. She goes to get us stuff for our road trip. I stayed in the car. Okay, again, the store, self-explanatory, the storehouse. Okay, I didn't have to get out to get us anything for this road trip. Someone else did that. Okay, y'all better catch this word. You're not gonna have to do anything but sit there and say yes to the call and go. Go to where God is taking you. Okay, you're about to take over nations, guys. And this is not just for me. This is for so many of you, but it's not for everybody because everybody's not in that season. So if this is not for you, don't pick it up right now. But if it is for you, this is going to like convict your heart in a good way. It's going to nudge and pull on those heartstrings because God has already spoken to you about it. Okay, so she goes in the store. She gets us stuff for our trip. We get back. She gets back in the car. But I told you guys, as I was sitting there waiting for her to come back to the car, I'm looking at everybody, and we all had on seatbelts. And I just remember thinking in my head, like, wow, we're safe. We all have on our seatbelts, like we're being safe. And our parents are trusting us to take this road trip. Like I remember like being giddy that they're allowing us to drive across country. God is trusting you with something big. Okay, do not disappoint. And do not be afraid. The seatbelts, guys, represented safety. Okay, God has you. He has you. The seatbelt represented being secure in ministry and destiny, being secure in God's truth, his covering, his protection against hindrances and attacks of the enemy. He got you. So what is going to be presented to you? It's going to be unfamiliar. You're not going to, you're kind of going to be like, wait, what? Where am I going? Who are you? Just go. God is going to give you the peace to go. I looked around. Everybody had on seatbelts and I knew we were safe, guys. Again, God is saying you're secure in this ministry, this destiny, okay? You're secure in his truth. You have his covering upon your life. You are protected against hindrances and attacks of the enemy. Go into the land that he has promised to give you, okay? It may seem scary, but you are protected. You are safe, okay? So she gets in this car and we proceed to drive on the road. And I'm telling you guys, like there were a lot of cars on the road. We weren't stuck in like standstill traffic. We were all moving, but there were a ton of cars, guys. And out of nowhere, this big white semi gets out of the line and kind of blocks the left lane, okay? And we were all like, wow, this truck is really bold. And we knew nobody could do anything. There was no bumping of horns, like move out the way. They couldn't do anything. Guys, the white semi in this situation represented the Lord and his power. Okay, God is the Almighty, the most powerful man. When he makes a bold move, everybody has to shut up, okay? He's saying he got you, okay? He's blocking everything that wants to come against you left field, okay? He's blocking it. You can go. As we watched this big truck just sit there and across, like it literally blocked the whole left lane. And it just stood there. And there was a man and his wife, okay? The truck, again, represented the Lord Jesus Christ. But you, my sister in Christ, you, my brother in Christ, you are his wife, his bride, okay? And he's telling you, like, I am most powerful. My word will never return to me void. Like, I got you. Go on your way. You are safe. Okay, you are saved. The scriptures that he gave me for this word, I'm getting hot. Whew. The scriptures that he gave me for this word, I'm going to read from Isaiah 61, the Message version, and I'm going to read from verses 5 through 11. It says, you'll hire outsiders to herd your flocks and foreigners to work your fields, but you'll have the title priest of God, honored as ministers of our God. You'll feast on the bounty of nations. You'll bask in their glory because you got a double dose of trouble and more than your share of contempt. Your inheritance in the land will be doubled and your joy go on forever. Because I, God, love fair dealing and hate thievery and crime. I'll pay your wages on time and in full and establish my eternal covenant with you. Your descendants will become well known all over. Your children in foreign countries will be recognized at once as the people I have blessed. I will sing for joy in God, explode in praise from deep in my soul. He dressed me up in a suit of salvation. He outfitted me in a robe of righteousness, as a bridegroom who puts on a tuxedo and a bride a jeweled tiara. For as the earth bursts with spring wildflowers, and as a garden cascades with blossoms, so the Master God brings righteousness into full bloom and puts praise on display before the nations. These verses are self-explanatory. Those that have ears to hear, hear. God is sending you on a cross-country road trip. You've graduated high school. Congratulations. Okay? You are taking over everything the enemy tried to take from you. Okay? Everything he tried to kill in your life. Okay? You are taking over. The people's car is now the car for God's children, okay? His children are taking over. Prepare for transition and movement for so many of you. And for many of you, you just transitioned into one place and you're getting ready to go into another, okay? So congratulations. Enjoy your summer vacation. Yes, it's winter outside. We know, okay? We know it's naturally winter, but our time is not God's timing. It's summer vacation, a time of God's rest, his provision, okay, for many of you. So take this word, whoever it's for. I'm going to get off here because I have to run some errands, and this word is already way longer than I wanted to make it, and I could have went even longer, but I'm glad that I didn't. I just wanted to get this point across, but I love y'all. Face is itching. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy your Monday. Enjoy just what God is doing and where he's taking you. This is not for everybody. So take it to God if you're not sure. Do not take it to Nina, okay? Because I'm just going to delete the comments. Take it to God. He is a jealous God, okay? Don't put no prophetic voice before him, because those that idolize things, yeah, it brings destruction on your life. So take it to God. But I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good day. Be blessed. Bye.